Hello, everyone. This is Lisa from Power Wheelchairs for Success. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about my experiences with our van. It's been very positive and it's been very helpful, I think, especially for one of our members who is in a manual wheelchair, and her appointments are really later in the evening, and she's in the nursing home next door, and there's no way that the nursing home could take her over to those late appointments. So we use our van. So it's been awesome. She hasn't missed any appointments, and we're on top of it. And either the nursing home takes her if it's during the day, but if it's later in the day, then we take her. So it's been a blessing to have the van, and it's helped me a lot because that way I don't have to transfer constantly and causing myself some pain. So what we use in our van, and I'll be posting it somewhere up here, right there probably. I want to make sure that you'll be able to see it, whether it's in the video or whether it's in a short. But we use Q straps, and when I got my power wheelchair, they were also offering free of charge the brackets, and the brackets have been a blessing, because I knew I'd be traveling by bus or by via van, and I wanted to be able to be strapped in, in a safe manner. So the company where I got my power wheelchair granted me, they included free of charge the brackets, and we've used them a ton. And I have little bright strips, so that the van people can see it and say, "Oh, you got brackets," and then they just hook me in. Because when you don't have brackets and they have to wrap around the Q strap, they have to wrap it around either a wheel, whatever, and then hook it in. So I don't know how each person does it, but the brackets are really heavy duty metal material, and I feel safe that way. So in the van, there's little slots where you hook in the Q straps, and we leave in 3 of the Q straps, and then we keep the one in the back. On my left side, we take that one out so that I can maneuver and be able to turn around without hitting or getting tangled up in any of the Q straps. So we just have to take one out and put one in, so it just takes 2 minutes to do that. So it's not a hassle at all. So, even for the sister who has a manual wheelchair, she can turn around if we just take out that one Q strap on the back. So it's been really convenient. The people are getting used to the Q strap and putting it in and taking it out. And they don't have to do all 4 every single time. So it's just getting easier and easier to use it. And we just take 2 minutes. That's it. I'm strapped in and we're ready to go. The van itself is from Brown Ability, and it was purchased through Mobility Works here in the state of Wisconsin. So they've been great and helped us out a lot, and it's been awesome. So if you're thinking of getting a van or have a van already or just got a van, just know that it gets easier as you get used to all the, each van is different and has its little quirkiness. And our van certainly, we have to put in the handbrake on and that kind of stuff, and open. We have to keep the motor running, and there's all kinds of safety precautions so that when a person is getting on the van or off the van, that the van doesn't do something while you're getting on or off. So, and you've seen me getting on and off the van, and you really don't want the van moving, or somebody to hop in and just take off the van while you're getting on and off. That's one thought that crosses my mind. But everything is been quite safe, and the volunteers, they know exactly how to maneuver now. So it's been awesome and a blessing, not only for me, but other members in my community. We have 2 members who are coming back from the hospital and will be using the van because I think both of them will be in wheelchairs coming back. So it's we wouldn't be able to do that otherwise. We would have to kind of figure out how to bring them home in a car, and that would be pretty painful. They just had surgeries, so it's awesome. It's really a blessing. So I think that I could encourage anyone to save up or to do a GoFundMe if you're interested in having a van and making your life a little bit easier. To be able to, sometimes the wheelchair user can drive. In my case, it's not possible due to a variety of arrangements. So, but I'm fine. I just request the van ahead of time in my community, and they put it down on the calendar, and so far so good. So Q straps, I'll put those in, and I'll show you a picture of the brackets, what they look like, and they kind of look like that too for manual wheelchair. So if you're considering a manual or a power wheelchair, ask about the brackets. They're really important either for van travel or train travel or bus travel, no matter which way you slice it. So unless you're going to be driving yourself, to me, the brackets are pretty critical and are awesome safety feature for anyone using a wheelchair and traveling. There is another system with a bolt, and I'll put the pictures up there. And the bolt is screwed in tightly underneath a wheelchair, but depends on the type of wheelchair too, because my wheelchair is too low to put in a bolt, and that bolt hooks into and I'll put the picture up there, it's hard to describe, but on the floor, there's a guide where you need to slide the bolt in, and then it just locks that bolt in, and it holds your wheelchair in place. But, it doesn't fit on all power wheelchairs, it doesn't fit on all manual wheelchairs, and you have to consider it, because if that bolt gets tangled up, if you're someone who likes to go in nature, someone who likes to go in the grass, that bolt could get tangled up in mud or dirt or grass or whatever it might be. So you have to kind of look at the pros and cons of getting either brackets or the bolt system. So, and I will put pictures, as always, up there somewhere, so you can, or right there, yeah, right there, so that you can see them when I do the shorts. So you have to consider with the pros and cons of one system or the other. And again, my power wheelchair is too low for a bolt system. So that is all I have. And you can always put in your questions or comments down below. Share your experiences of what kind of system you use if you already have a van, and what your experiences have been. All right. See you in the next one.